Hello everyone, and welcome back to 4am Picture Shows. I'm your host, 4am, and today we're going to be talking about the Obi-Wan Kenobi series that just concluded, I think maybe a couple weeks ago. I don't know. I'm a little bit late, but I'm late to everything, and I barely upload, so let's just get on with the video. So, if you have not seen Kenobi yet, or don't feel like paying those outrageous Disney Plus prices, this is your official spoiler warning. You have been warned. Let's get on with the video. Now, researching for this video, I was attempting to find whenever the Kenobi series was first kind of rumored to be coming out. I want to say it was anywhere from 2014 to 2018, where there was these little teaser trailers, articles popping up, talks about a Kenobi series, but Disney has done their absolute best to, eliminate all of that from the internet because I couldn't find any trace of it. But back in around that time that I just listed, 14 to 18, there was talks about an Obi-Wan series being made and all this other stuff, and it was just kind of all BS for a time. But then the interesting thing is that Ewan McGregor tweeted out that he had been waiting somewhere between 8-10 years to talk about the Obi-Wan show, and he's been knowing about it the whole time. Now, that's suspicious at best, but I digress. Let's start talking about the actual show itself. So, the Obi-Wan series can best be summed up in one word: cheap. I feel as if the Obi-Wan series was cheaply made. Feels like it was put on the back burner of Disney as to work on other projects. Now, what those other projects are, I don't know, because Disney has recently not been doing too well as far as projects are concerned. All these Disney Plus shows have been flopping recently, and not many fans really enjoy them. Falcon and the Winter Soldier was mid at best. WandaVision was pretty cool for a couple of episodes, but then it just kind of fell apart. Hawkeye was a fun little show passing the torch, but they all have the same theme. They're getting rid of legacy characters in favor for characters that diehard fans of Marvel and Disney don't really like. And that's my main problem with the MCU and Disney as a whole. With the MCU, I just feel like they're steering in a direction that fans aren't going to really like. And that kind of brings me nicely to my point in Obi-Wan, where the show kind of ruined the character of Obi-Wan in a way. I don't really know how best to explain it, but I feel like watching 6 episodes of an old, tired Obi-Wan being bossed around by an 11-year-old Princess Leia and being told what to do and making Obi-Wan constantly look like a fool is just a complete contradiction to the character of Obi-Wan Kenobi. Obi-Wan Kenobi in the prequels is smart, wise, cunning. He waits for his time to strike. He's not brash and sensitive like Anakin is, and that's why the two characters blend so well together. And I feel like taking that character in Kenobi and making him a bumbling idiot for comic relief purposes and having a strong female character be in the role is just plain stupid and just like a spit in the face to Ewan McGregor and the character of Obi-Wan Kenobi. Now listen, I get it. It's been 10 years. Obi-Wan Kenobi isn't at the top of his game in this show, and I completely understand that. And I would understand that Obi-Wan is having trouble with the Force. They show that, which I really do enjoy, them showing Obi-Wan having trouble using the Force and worried to use his lightsaber and worried to just be a Jedi again. But it's a complete stupid move to just make Obi-Wan Kenobi seem like a bumbling idiot in favor to just make an 11-year-old girl do all this smart stuff that Obi-Wan Kenobi should be doing on his own. That's very dumb. I feel like Princess Leia, especially 11-year-old Princess Leia, should not be taking the lead on these missions against highly trained Imperial stormtroopers. I think that this is very stupid, and I think that Obi-Wan Kenobi should have just been in charge the entire time. Now, the plot of Obi-Wan Kenobi goes as pretty much like the Mandalorian and the Boba Fett series. Now, if you're confused, let me explain. The Mandalorian series takes a lone wolf character and he teaches him how to be a father, and he's kind of got to go on little wacky adventures with Baby Yoda. Alright, Boba Fett is not exactly the same thing, but it takes a lone wolf character again and teaches him how to play nice with others. Obi-Wan does the exact same thing. It takes a character that has been alone for 10 years and teaches him how to reconnect with reality and be nice to others and kind of be a mentor to Princess Leia. So, basically, here's how the plot goes. Obi-Wan is hanging out on Tatooine, yada yada yada. We get to see his morning routine and his daily routine, which is pretty interesting, but I'll get back to that in a minute. But anyways, Bail Organa contacts Obi-Wan on the emergency contact thing and is basically like, Princess Leia has been captured, please go help save her. Obi-Wan at first is like, no, I'd stay here and watch Luke, and blah blah blah. They go back and forth, and then Obi-Wan eventually folds. Now, this is dumb for a couple of reasons. One, Obi-Wan should never leave Tatooine under any circumstances. His sole purpose in life now is to watch Luke. I digress again. we'll get back to that in a minute. So Obi-Wan tracks down Princess Leia eventually, and finds her, whatever, saves her from this planet that they're on. But anyways, it ended up all being a trap orchestrated by Reva the Inquisitor. So Reva is a very boring character. I don't like her. I think Moses Ingram does a fine job with what she's given. She's just not given good material to work with. That's all I'm going to say on that. I just don't think Reva's a good character. I think Moses Ingram is a fine actress. Okay, so anyways, Reva orchestrated this whole plan because she wants to, for some reason, get Obi-Wan really badly. I don't know why she's got this hard-on to get Obi-Wan so badly, but, whatever. So anyway, she orchestrated this whole thing to lure Obi-Wan out because somehow she knew that Obi-Wan would come back. I hate this trope of characters just knowing stuff all the time. They use it in the sequels, and they're just continuing to use it now. They use it in the sequels with Palpatine and The Rise of Skywalker, and now they're using it now. They just kind of make the Force like this like all-knowing source, like the Mobius chair from DC Comics, but, whatever. So anyways, Obi-Wan gets Princess Leia, and then he tries to escape the planet. He eventually does end up escaping the planet successfully, and he gets to a new desert planet. Oh boy, a new desert planet. Star Wars is such an extensive universe, yet we sit on desert planets all the time. Whatever. Anyways, there was a character who I forget the name of, and it's probably not important at all, but it was the guy from the Internals. He's like the comedian guy. I don't really remember his name. It's not important. Anyways, they get to this planet, and that guy told him, he's like, oh yeah, there's going to be people there to help you. So they get there, there's no one there to help them because the people were late or something. It's so dumb. So anyways, they're hanging out there, whatever. And then eventually, Reva gets in contact with Darth Vader, and Darth Vader shows up to the planet. So they're doing all this stuff, and then Obi-Wan finally reaches what I like to call the Wall of Sequels. It's basically just a wall with all these different Jedi that survived the Order. You see Quinlan Vos, you see something relating to Cal Kestis, Revan, yada yada yada, whatever. So, anyways, they eventually escape. Obi-Wan stays back to fight Darth Vader, and we get their first fight. Now, as for fights go, I think this fight is alright. I think it's cool that we see Vader kind of toying with Obi-Wan almost. Like, he wants his revenge, but he doesn't want it immediately. He wants to savor the moment. He ends up injuring Obi-Wan and then not going after him through the fire. Now, a lot of people were angry about this because they were saying, like, oh, why didn't Vader just finish it now? It's like, they don't understand what Vader's motives are. Vader's motives are to kill Obi-Wan, yes, but he wants to savor the moment. So if that means letting Obi-Wan suffer and then moving on and then killing him later, that's what Vader's going to do. So I think it's pretty interesting. So anyways, Obi-Wan ends up escaping with the rebels that he found on that planet who helped him escape, and then Leia gets captured by Reva. So then we go into the next episode. Obi-Wan heals whatever. He's, whatever, in the back of the tank, blah, blah, blah. Whatever. They end up going on another side quest to save Princess Leia. I kind of forgot the middle episode. I don't really remember. Anyways, Reva ends up getting murked by Darth Vader. And Obi-Wan and all the rebels, not Darth Vader, Obi-Wan and all the rebels escape, and then cue the season finale. So for some reason, Reva goes after Luke. I don't know why. And then Obi-Wan and Vader have their final showdown. As for showdowns, it's alright, I guess. It's just really dumb because Disney wrote themselves into a hole with this one. Basically what they did was they don't want to break canon by having Kenobi lose, so we know that Kenobi has to win the fight, because if they're going to fight again, Kenobi has to win because of the line in New Hope whenever Obi-Wan and Vader fight again. But we also can't have Obi-Wan win completely either, because that would make zero sense, because it's been 10 years since Obi-Wan has even done anything. Well, anyways, Obi-Wan ends up destroying Vader in this fight, embarrassing him, honestly. And this is just dumb for a couple reasons, because Obi-Wan has spent 10 years doing shit all, and Vader's been 10 years training and doing all this stuff. Now, a lot of people try to defend this scene by saying, oh, Obi-Wan's in tune with the Force, blah, blah. No, it's just bullshit. It's dumb. Disney wrote themselves into a hole, and they didn't know what to do, so they made a flashy action scene on a dimly lit planet. The lighting in the show is atrocious. Actually, yeah, let's go into that now. Things I did not like. Starting off, the lighting in most of the scenes, fight scenes in particular, is just awful. It's really bad, and you can't see anything that's going on. Like, I was watching this in my car as well, and I, couldn't even see. I was in a car at home, and I was watching this, and I literally could not even see anything that was going on, and I was very annoyed. And then I went back and watched it again at my house in good lighting, and I still couldn't see anything that was going on. It's very dumb. And it's almost like they're embarrassed of their CGI, but I don't know why they'd be embarrassed of the CGI. Disney has so much money, yet we still get shitty CGI scenes. Come on, Disney. Step up your game. Another thing is fight scenes with Obi-Wan. I hate Obi-Wan doing Kung Fu. It makes me so mad. I also hate Obi-Wan using blasters. That makes me so mad, too. You remember that scene in the sequels where he uses a blaster against General Grievous, and then... the prequels, my bad. And then he shoots General Grievous, and then he throws the blaster away at Mew, and he goes, so uncivilized. And we just have him using a blaster again. Like what? That's a complete slap in the face to Obi-Wan as a character. Come on, man. So, whatever. All right, moving on. Reva should have died in like the first couple episodes, and the Grand Inquisitor should have been the main villain of the show. I think that would have made it a lot cooler, and it also could have kind of tied into Rebels a little bit. Now, I fucking hate Rebels with a burning passion, but still, I think that the Grand Inquisitor would have worked a lot better as a character. I do appreciate Disney trying to invent a new villain and doing something new, but yeah, I think it should have been Grand Inquisitor and then Darth Vader's main villains. Would have been it, or maybe make Reva a little bit more of a likable character. Now listen, I tried to like Reva. I couldn't like her. I didn't like her at all. Another thing is the script in the show is very weird, and the characters constantly say stuff that's like could be perceived in a sexual way. I don't know, it's weird. It's really all I can think of off the top of my head that I dislike. Stuff that I liked, Vader's pretty cool. I liked Vader a lot. I liked Kenobi. I liked the ending of it. It was pretty good. I liked the ending of that part where Qui-Gon Jinn shows up and he kind of disses Kenobi, and then they go off the train and the Force Ghost ways. Oh, it was pretty cool. I don't know, man. The show was mid at best, and it's kind of sad because I've been waiting a really long time to see the show, and it was pretty bad. So, yeah. I don't know what else to say about the show. I guess I'll be giving Kenobi a 5 out of 10. It was alright. Yeah. As for other stuff on my channel, guys, I think I'm going to be reviewing the Star Wars movies next, so just bear with me. It's very difficult for me to upload because I get unmotivated to do YouTube sometimes, but bear with me, guys. More videos are to come. So, yeah. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you have a great day.